a black man's burden. This country was built on your back. No please, no thank you, no way to make your way back. Just honorable mention in the history book pages like you were just working for honest wages instead of chained up and locked up in cages, snatched away and enslaved. Yes, this country was built on your back. Royals and warriors reduced to chattel. Sounds of battle cries turned to chain rattle. Auctioneers hustling young bucks on the block forced to fall in line like cattle. Families broken up into pieces. Pieces something never found in shackles. Crackles of the whip. Crackles of the whip. Crackles of the whip from sun up to sundown, and you still rise up and hold up your crown. This country was built on your back. Blacksmiths, field hands, carpenters, potters, rice, cotton, tobacco, sugar farmers. You were the ones the banks held as collateral while watching savages ravaging your wives and young daughters. This country was built on your back. Tried to beat your masculinity away. Worked you so hard that your muscles gave way. Couldn't catch a break. Don't you dare take a rest and still call shiftless and lazy at best. But you fueled this nation's economy from the south to the north. You built the railroads that go back and forth. You were the reason the land loan went through. Who built the White House? You. You produced the goods of international trade. Couldn't be a new world without an old African slave. This country was built on your back. You built Wall Street, made a financial power of this piece. You baked the pie but couldn't even cut you a piece. But what could they export if you didn't grow it? What could they reap if you didn't sow it? Your cracked, calloused hands gave textiles to the world. None left for a dress for your little slave girl. This country was built on your back. You came here on a boat filled with vomit and feces, fleas floating on your food, skin covered in scabies. Some chose to jump ship. Some succumbed from the whip. Were you animals? You were not treated like human beings. Just 3/4 of a person and declared as inferior. 300 years later, battling a hardened exterior. Not given a name, just called a Negro, gender, and an age. Wonder why we're sometimes easily rattled and enraged. This country was built on your back. Worked you to death, but you gave us your resilience. We have the words of Wheatley and Banneker's brilliance. We have the craftiness of Carver and Daniel Williams' hands. We have the ministry of Malcolm. We shouted Obama's, "Yes, we can." You call out to us from a shallow grave. I pray I am the dream and the hope of the slave. This country was built on your back.